Mike Yanek show, best show on the planet. Mike Yanek show, best show on the planet. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your host to this podcast, Mr. Mike Yanek. Ooh, yeah, we love you, Mike. Bye, how you doing, bro? Episode number 5, or how my Spanish friends are gonna say cinco. You see, I know I'm improving, I'm learning Spanish. It's all about improving, it's all about learning new things, mate. And by the way, the intro, the little cheeky song that I sing at the top of the show, it's not pre-recorded. I sing it every single time. I do that exclusively and specially for you. You see how dedicated I am to this podcast. Plus, it kind of helps me out to get into the mood a little bit, just a little bit cheeky, because I feel it's kind of awkward just pressing the button and just like, okay, I'm going to speak now. I'm going to make jokes. I'm going to talk about what happened to me last week. Welcome to podcast. Have fun now. It'll be funny. Oh, dude, I need to do a podcast where I just do like a because I can do like this really stereotypical Eastern European accent. I haven't done it in ages though, and I've never used it on stage, which is kind of strange because it's like you just talk like that, like a bit a mixture between a Borat and maybe like a Russian spy or something like that. You go to comedy, you knock on door and knock knock. Can you let me in comedy club? I have a few jokes to tell. And I've never used that accent before. I use it when I'm with my comedy mates all the time, and they always laugh and they say, "Oh, that's so good." But I've never used it on stage. I don't know because I don't know. I don't want to do a character act because I have like a few ideas, but I just like for me character act. Yeah, being a character act is really limiting because it's like when I do my comedy, you I can be whatever I want in a way. You know what I mean? You're like it's gonna sound like very motivational quote stuff, but I am like water, like Bruce Lee like said. You can be whatever you want. So that's why I don't like to be a character act because it's like puts you in a box. Because if that character goes on stage and behaves a certain way and you establish oh, this character is this type of a person, and you cannot go 4 minutes in and go and do something completely different, and it's gonna be like, but hold on, I thought that, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But if you're just with a crazy personality or whatever, you can do whatever you want. But why am I telling you this? I have some topics that I need to talk about. Fuck it. Oh, you know what happened the other day? Oh, dude, I'm so happy now. It finally happened, mate. Honestly, like I've been doing comedy. So this now, hold on. So now, what is it? Like the first week of February or something like that, and it was like about a month ago. So it was my first gig of 2020. So which was like the 5th of January. Sunday on a Hot Water Comedy Club here in Liverpool, and it finally happened, mate. So since I started comedy, I've always like visualized this scenario where on the first row on the stage there's gonna be not on the stage, but yeah, first row. It's pretty much on the stage in some venues because it's that close. But I was always predicting, not predicting, hoping that there's gonna be a lady with like a fur coat, like a really really outlandish and flamboyant fur coat, and I would just ask her if she can give me the coat and I can do the rest of my bit, rest of my set in that coat. And it finally, oh dude, it finally happened the other day. Oh, I'm such a sweet boy now. The other day, the other month, and I'm such a sweet boy now. So I go on stage, and because I haven't seen the audience, so I had no idea about this lady, and I did like a few jokes, just to no, I go on stage and I usually yell. I raise my hands and I yell, like the name of the city or whatever, just to let them know I'm here, motherfucker. There's gonna be some mayhem, you know what I mean? And I did like a joke or two just to loosen up a bit and get them laughing. And then I saw her and I was like, oh fucking look at that coat, like I like your coat, blah blah blah. Can I have the coat? And you no, can I have the coat? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay. Then I did a few more jokes. Then I went back to her and I was like, can I have that coat just for the set? And she was like, no. And I did a few more jokes and I was like, honestly, like give me the coat. It's gonna be so funny. And she was like, you sure? And I was like, yeah. So she gave me the coat. That coat was fucking preposterous, mate. And it was like one of those coats that go below your knees. You know what I mean? and it was so fluffy and so it was like fake fur, because I don't like when they do real fur. I think that's very cruel to animals, and like real leather as well. I prefer fake leather, to be honest. Jackets and shoes just don't have real leather. It's kind of weird and it smells weird. And I used to have a well, I'm Eastern European. I'm Bulgarian. I supposed to have a like a leather jacket in my closet. It's just part of the culture. But I used to have like this leather jacket. It was like real leather, and it used to smell. My father bought it for me when I was on my. Dude, that's so funny. My father bought this true story. My father bought me a real leather jacket for my 18th birthday. But the funny part was because actual leather jackets are unbelievably expensive. Even in the UK, they're like 200-300 quid, and in Bulgaria, so expensive. He found it at like a second-hand shop, and even in the second-hand shop was like 60 level or something, which is the equivalent of like 40 quid or something. But for Bulgaria, that's a lot of money. And he bought me a leather jacket, but it smelled kind of weird. And you used because it's real leather, you need to put like Vaseline or something on it, like, you know what I mean. You need to moisturize that shit, and I'm not joking, every week or something, every 2 weeks. Otherwise, it gets dry and cracks, which is so fucking bizarre. So I don't like real leather. But anyway, so she gives me the jacket, and it's so outlandish. And I'm not gonna say the jokes, because I've been wanting this moment to happen for such a long time, for about 6-7 months now, that I had like a few jokes installed into my head, and I finally put the jacket on, and I did the few jokes, and they fucking killed. Like, people were howling, laughing, and I was like, fucking hell. And I did the rest of my set in that jacket, and luckily the bit. I, when I go to a comedy club, I've done only hot water, like the proper comedy clubs. When I go to comedy clubs, I always go with ready material. When I go to pubs and like small venues, I always work around, and I always try new stuff. So I build my material in the pubs, and when I go to the comedy clubs, I go with the material that I know it works. You know what I mean? I've done that bit maybe like 5 or 6 times before. I've worked on it in a pub, and I'm like, oh, okay, that works. So when I go to a club, I'm not really nervous in clubs, because I know this shit works. But usually, I mean, I had some few bad nights and stuff. It always happens, but it usually works if you've done your homework properly, and if you prepared. It usually works. And so I put the jacket on, I did the stuff, and then my next bit, which I'm not gonna do the bit, because I want people to come and see me. You know what I mean? This is how I get my kicks. I get kicks when people come and see me live. I have only one video online, like a full video, one set, and that's it. People always say, "Oh, do you want me to record you? Do you want?" Because the club, they also record all the sets, and they can put them online, but you need to sign like a form. And I was like, no, I don't. You know what I mean? I don't want anything out there. I want people to come and see me. I don't want, because it's never the same, mate. Like, even when I go to a gig, and I have such a fun time watching some of the other comedians, and when I go online, and I was like, oh, they have the clip from that gig, that I saw 2 weeks ago or whatever. And when I watch it, it's not the same. People, but it's never the same. The energy is never the same. So what I'm telling you is, like, if you ever thought about going to a stand-up comedy show, go, because like, clips don't do justice. Even the best Netflix special or whatever, it's not the same, unless you know what I mean. If you go and see it, you have 100 times more fun than watching it. Even if it's a really, really good special, it's like 50% of the energy you can capture in a video. You know what I mean? It's never the same. So go and watch live comedy. And it just went insane. And I went fucking crazy. I went fucking off the rails, mate. Like, I prepared like 3 or 4 bits, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I went fucking off the rails again, and I did a bit that was supposed to be 2 minutes. I extended it to 8, because sometimes if the crowd is really into it, and you just escalating, and you know how it is. But I was like, man, that fur coat felt gangster, bro. Honestly, like, I'm waiting for I need to check. I'll get some pictures from the club and stuff, and I need to check with them. But some of these podcasts, by the way, sorry to ruin the magic, but I pre-recorded, honestly, like I don't record them on the same day, so you know what I mean. Sometimes I record them 2 or 3 weeks in advance, so I don't, so it's kind of, the timeline is kind of messed up again, you know what I mean, because it's like I'm recording this in like mid-January, and I'm talking like it's, oh, today is the 4th of February or whatever, you know what I mean. So anyways, but I need to see the pictures. But that fur coat, mate, felt so fucking gangster. You know what I mean? I felt like a proper gentleman who sells crack and pimps women on the side. You know, occupations like this are usually very illegal, but sometimes it makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? And it made me feel so gangster, mate. Honestly, and oh my god, I saw the other day. What was it? I think somewhere in town, I saw these three women with like these enormous fur coats. I'm not sure if the women were fat or just the coats were that big. There was like fucking huge fur coats, down like below the kneecaps, and they were all just leopard skins and fucking zebras and whatever the fuck. Oh, dude, they were awesome. Honestly, I want a fur coat so bad. But the thing is, like these fur coats, if they go below the knees, it looks weird because I'm really short. I'm like 5'4". No, sorry, I'm 5 foot. No, how tall am I? Well, without the shoes, I'm 5'4" and 9. Five, yeah, well, 5'5". Let's be honest. With the shoes, a little bit more. Barely 5'6", barely. And but when I put that coat, you know what I mean. It's like I wear extra small. That's my size in the UK because people here are tall and big, and in Bulgaria I'm like a small or a M, depends. And so it kind of looks weird, you know what I mean, because the length of these coats, like the trench coats and stuff, and the fur coats as well, it's usually the same. The only difference is in the shoulders and the arms and stuff like that. And but the length is always the same, so when I put a coat on, it looks so fucking weird because it's like, I don't know, like 4 inches, or no, like, I don't know, 7 inches from the ground, and it looks weird. It looks like I look like I don't know, like a banana. And no, not a banana. What do I look like? I look fucking weird, you know what I mean. You can just see my little feet. My feet are small as well, mate. I wear size 6, which is embarrassing. Honestly, I should be ashamed of myself. I don't even know. I don't even know how they let me out in public. Honestly, mate, I'm so tiny, and my hands are so fucking small. I know that gloves, they have different sizes and stuff. I don't know what's my size, but it's probably like a 2 or a 1 or something. Fucking hell, let me have some water, mate. I feel sad now. I feel sad that I'm small. But thank God I'm funny though. Oh my god, dude, thank God I'm funny, otherwise I'll be fucked. I mean, obviously I'm not that funny on that podcast, but in general, you know, in life I'm pretty funny. And but yeah, I really want a fur coat though. Honestly, if I can find a fur coat which is a little bit below the waist, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I want. I don't want those like really really long ones. But if I can, man, I think I can pull off a fur coat. Honestly, like, I'm that type of personality. If you never met me before, like, I am that type of crazy loud flamboyant personality that can easily pull off a fur coat, and I'll go on stage on it with the fur coat. I wouldn't even address it, you know what I mean? But yeah, it can get a bit hot though, you know what I mean? Because I had like a sweater, the fur coat, and everything. But I was doing only 10 minutes, so who gives a shit? But honestly, man, like, these fur coats are fucking awesome. They look so preposterous though. Oh, Jesus, man. I feel kind of jealous sometimes because, when I go to all the shops and stuff, and most of the shops, they're mostly catered towards women, all the clothing shops. And you know how they always have, like, they have like 7 floors full of female clothing and a fucking basement with, you know what I mean, with That's true though, isn't it? We're just gonna put you in the basement now. What? You want some clothes? What are you, a man? You want some clothes? How dare you? How dare you go to this store looking for some clothes? Okay, do you see these 6 floors? You peasant. Okay, you male peasant. These 6 floors are all for women. Okay, they have the shoes, they have the pantyhose, they have the fucking backpacks, they have the socks, everything they need. Let's go to the basement. Okay, you see the basement? You have 4 pairs of shoes, 3 pairs of jeans, and 7 pairs of t-shirts. That's it. That's all you get, you motherfucker. But that's true though. I mean, fucking hell, talk about discrimination. You know what I mean? Can we talk about the gender discrimination in this country? Honestly, as a small flamboyant man that considers himself as a fashionista. Yeah, I fucking said that word. I am a fashionista. I really love fashion. I hate shopping though. I fucking hate shopping. But I love fashion. How fucking discriminatory. Is that even a word? Fucking, I'm using big words today, eh? Fucking hell, mate. I don't even know. Is that a word? Discriminatory. I know fashionista is a word. I use words like diva and fashionista. Oh, I'm not joking, mate. I'm so preposterous. You know what? Listen, mate. My goal for 2020 is to be as more outlandish, more flamboyant, more just preposterous. I just want to be a caricature of a person when I'm in public, because it's just so much fun, honestly. Like, and when you don't care, at least now I have an excuse because I'm in the arts. You know what I mean? I'm like, doing the podcast, doing comedy, writing. So I'm kind of like, I have an excuse. Hey, I'm an artist. Fuck off. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna be so outlandish in 2020, mate. This is one of my goals. But how fucking discriminatory is that, though? Honestly, it's always in the fucking basement or the attic. It's not. How about, listen, mate? How about we make a store, like a general store for clothing, and when you walk in, the ground floor does the men's shop, and you're like, yeah, you want to shop? Go to the basement, bitch. Well, obviously, don't refer to the female customers as bitches, because I've noticed that women don't really like when you call them a bitch, especially when I do that on stage. I'm not saying, hey, show business, baby. Sometimes I lose my shit and I call, hey, shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm doing something over here. No, I'm just joking. I usually get away with, man, I get away with so much stuff on stage usually because I'm not threatening or anything. I'm a small cute boy, and but yeah, man, that's discrimination. You know what I mean? I want 7 floors of male clothing and a fucking closet in the basement, 2 pairs of shoes. That's it. You want to shop in our store? Fucking hell, man, it's not fair. But you know what the good thing is though? Every time I go, because I don't like crowds unless I'm performing. I'm like, in my personal life, I don't like crowds and I don't like attention in my personal life. But when it's showbiz Mike, I'm all about attention and crowds. But I get like, it drives me insane when there's so many people in the shop. But when you go to the male section, there's nobody. Honestly, like when I go to fucking, which shop? I shop at River Island. No, these are the main shops in the UK, right? We have Primark, River Island, H&M, Next, a few more, but I don't shop there. So these are the shops that I usually go to. I go to Primark only for t-shirts, just like underwear or like for home or for the gym clothes, socks, and boxer shorts. This is what I buy from Primark because everything else is not that good. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna get a sponsorship from Primark anytime soon. Can you imagine if I do though? Like 1 year from now, they keep knocking on my door. They're like, "Hey, do." No, they don't speak like that. Okay, I'm not gonna do that stupid accent, but they'll be like, "Ooh, would you like?" No. You know what? Hold on. Primark is gonna have a Eastern European accent, even though they're Irish company, but they're gonna have a Eastern European accent. Okay, listen. We want to work with you. We listen to podcast. Very funny podcast. You talk about the boobs. You talk about the comedy. You talk about all different stuff. The cricket, and we think that you are very, very sweet boy. We're gonna give you sponsorship. You want sponsorship from Primark? And I'll be like, yeah, bro, just you gonna pay me? Oh yeah, I'll pay you big money. We'll pay you 100 quid for 1 year of work with us. And I'll be like, oh, mate. If you pay me 100 quid for 1 year, I'll be the 4th richest person in Bulgaria. That's a deal, mate. And we shake our hands, and they go back through my catalog of stupid podcasts, and they be like, hey, hold on episode number 5, or how the Spanish say cinco, eh? You made fun of our brands. You even talked in a very strange accent. and you said that this is how we sound. We don't sound like that. And sorry, no sponsorship for you. And I lose all the money, and I'll be crying. Oh, now you're sad boy. Yeah, but so, and for the other shops, I buy my fabulous outfits. I buy them in the other shops, and it's kind of weird though. But these shops, honestly, they're fucking weird. Oh, and the other thing that I'm really pissed off, honestly, like somebody get me in touch with the people who run the shops. Honestly, like I need to talk to some people in this country. You know what? I want to talk to the top people in this country. Everybody, like the people who run the banks, the people who run the shops, the clothing industry, the cricket industry, like I told you, like few was episode number 3 when I talk about the cricket. Get me in touch with these people because listen, mate, what is this? When you walk into a store, have you noticed this? Like when you walk to the store, and you always need to pass through the female section to get to your section, and there's always so many sales. I'm not joking, mate. Like there are so many sales on the female section. Like all the guys listening to this now be like, oh, really? And if there's any girls listening, they're like, oh my god, how the fuck did you know, bitch? What's up? Oh my god, there's always so many, so many sales, and it fucking pisses me off because it's like it's not fair. When I go to my stuff, there's fucking nothing. Honestly, mate, it's like what the fuck, man. I want some sales. I'm a cheap bastard. I'm a very cheap bastard. I'm very proud of that fact. There's nothing wrong with being a cheap bastard, but I want to save a bit of money. What, you think I'm made out of money? I'm broke, mate. You don't pay attention to this podcast? Previous episode, I told you I'm broke. Fucking hell. Jesus, man. That being said, you know what? I'm gonna... Hold on. Let me drink some water, bro. Bro, let me drink some water, bro. Take it easy, you know what I'm saying? Don't give me any pressure, mate. Hold on. I'm getting emotionally invested talking about clothing stores, you know what I mean? Oh, bro, don't get me started, man. Like, the type of shit the guys wear nowadays. Listen, mate, these fucking... I'm gonna get angry now. I'm gonna get angry, Roger. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. When I talk about... Why do I sound like a mixture between Hulk and a Scottish guy? Like, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. You wee bastard. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. When I go to these retail shops and I see all these little boys and girls shopping and shopping like there's no tomorrow. Why are you spending on your money on clothes? You should be buying haggis. You should be buying haggis and whiskey. Oh, dude, I think it started to rain now. Oh, fuck. You see what happened, mate? I make fun of Scotland, and the Scottish gods are like, no, you bastard, you're not gonna make fun of us. We're gonna send you some rain. No, I don't like when it... I mean, I don't care if it's raining, but the problem is I'm on the last floor, like attic or whatever the fuck, and my window is on the actual ceiling, so when it rains it makes so much noise and I have to pause the podcast and wait until the rain finishes and then continue because like the background noise is so vicious. But you know what we can do? We can experiment. If it starts really raining, we'll just see what happens, man. I'll just should I provoke the gods even more? Oh no, is it raining? Oh shit, it's raining now. Fuck. I think I need to pause the podcast. Anyway, hold on. Let's provoke the gods even more. Okay, let's do a bit more Scottish accent. I go to these stores, to these wee stores over here in England. I live in England, you wee bastards. And I go to these stores. Why so many clothing and shopping for women? Fuck, it's raining again. Okay, I'm not gonna do the Scottish accent anymore. But what I'm trying to say is, mate, it's like fucking hell. You know the skinny jeans. Okay, I wear skinny jeans now. Okay, I'm in the arts. Okay, I'm flamboyant and I'm a diva. I wear skinny jeans, but I'll never wear those ripped. You know the ripped skinny jeans that they're like so ripped that you can see person's fucking knee. What's that called? Not a knee pad, but like the knees. I can see somebody's fucking knees and a thigh, and I don't want to see a guy's thigh. You know what I mean? And the thing is, my my legs are so hairy. That's true though. Like they're hairy, bro. What can I do? I'm a savage, man. I told you, I'm a fucking savage. My legs are hairy, and it will look fucking ridiculous if I have ripped jeans and fucking black hair just poking. The thing is, my legs are so pale. Honestly, my legs are so white, but my hairs are so black, and it's like this huge contrast, and it looks fucking ridiculous. So you know what I mean? It's just gonna look weird. I don't want to see a guy's kneecaps. Is it called kneecaps? I think it's called kneecaps, isn't it? I don't want to see a guy's kneecaps, bro. What the fuck, man? Also, the other thing, I just want to mention this. Like, my favorite Instagram, I was out with some of my mates, I don't know, ages ago, and I was telling her, like, oh, do you know what's my favorite Instagram? And she was like, oh, let me guess, some Instagram models with big boobies and fat ass. And I was like, what? No, that's my second favorite Instagram model account. I made a stupid joke, but she didn't laugh. And that's why I'm single. And yeah, man, girls don't laugh at my stupid jokes. Guys love my jokes though. Honestly, like, hold on. Oh, talking with all that Scottish accent, man, it makes me thirsty now. Fucking hell. Yeah, that sounded a bit weird. Fuck it. I'm not deleting or anything. I'm not editing this podcast. But honestly, like, when I do my stupid jokes, guys love them. Girls not so much though, honestly. And listen, mate, I learned this from experience. Don't try to be a stand-up comedian on a first date. Oh, dude, man. Oh, I have some bad experiences. Oh, dude. When I used to date, mate, fucking hell. Honestly, like, I had some bad experiences with just, oh, yeah, I have some new jokes. Let me try them on this girl I've never met before in my life. And she will probably take everything I say as a statement. What can go wrong? You know what I mean? And yeah, don't fucking do that. Just go on stage and do your shit, or just try it in front of your comedy mates. Anyway, I just want to share with you what's my favorite Instagram account of all time. I'm not joking. Like, I have. Let me see. Let me open my phone now. So my Instagram, by the way. Oh, let's do a cheeky plug. My Instagram is called Mike Yanek. Let's have a look at Mike Yanek. Where can I find my? Okay, hold on. Just a sec. Sorry, mate. So I'm following only 14 people because I don't like, that whole follow for follow thing or whatever the fuck that is. I don't do that. I'm too cool for that shit. That was a statement. That was not a joke. Okay. My favorite account. Let's find it. So the people I follow. Do you wanna hear the people I follow? Yeah, of course you fucking do. You're my number one fan, innit? So the people I follow are my two cousins. So my little cousin and my big cousin. My big cousin, I love them so much. Like, my family is awesome. My big cousin, she's like a sister to me. My little cousin, she actually came for a visit. She really loved the UK. So much fun. Then I follow, okay, the account that I'm gonna tell you. I follow a guy, like a really really nice illustrator or something like that. I don't know where he's from. I think Singapore or something. I follow Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's dog, Marshall Rogan. Oh, he's so funny. I follow Pentagon Jr., which is one of my favorite wrestlers right now. He's amazing. I follow All Elite Wrestling, Tom Segura, which is like an amazing comedian. He's so funny though. Joe Rogan, obviously everybody knows Joe Rogan. Joey motherfucker Coco Diaz, listen here, cocksucker. Joey Diaz, man, he's probably like Joe Rogan said that Joey Diaz is the funniest person who ever existed. And to be honest with you, I think, yeah, man, this guy is outstanding, mate. Hey, listen here, cocksucker, I have something to tell you, dog. He's so funny though. I follow Bianca Del Rio, which is probably, so she was, if you watch RuPaul Drag Race, like I said in the previous episodes, I'm absolutely obsessed with drag queens. I fucking love them. And actually drag queens, I have they mm, a lot of inspiration. Is that the correct usage of the word? They give me a lot of inspiration. I'm not sure if that is the right sentence. There's some language nerds or English nerds now, who studied English or whatever. They're like, yeah, yes, Mike, this is the correct word. This is the correct sentence. Don't be so insecure in yourself, you little bastard. Go on. You're so funny and interesting. Oh, we love you. So, I love drag queens. They give me a lot of inspiration. And I actually, because, when I watch the show, they give me a lot of ideas when it comes to like stage presence, because they're so, loud, flamboyant, but at the same time, they kind of own it. You know what I mean? When they're on stage. So I get a lot from them, to be honest with you. Like, and also they're so confident, even though a lot of them, they're very open about that. But a lot of them say that they have like drug issues and they've been bullied, or stuff like that happen in their life, and they've overcome all of that. And when they're on stage, they're fierce. They use that word a lot, but and that's very inspiring, and it gives me actually a lot of I take a lot from that, you know what I mean? Because I like to take from different cultures and lifestyles, subcultures, whatever it is, and put it in my own act, or my stage persona, or just like public showbiz persona. I take a lot from pro wrestling, I take a lot from rap music, drag queens, like a lot of different things. So Bianca Del Rio, she is the season, I think it's season 6. Was it season? Yeah, I think it was season 6 winner. And she is probably, besides RuPaul, which is the one of the most legendary drag queens, if not like she is an industry. But Bianca Del Rio is, well, not second, but for the casual viewers as myself, I'm not like a proper drag queen nerd, but she is pretty good, and I fucking love her. She's so funny though. Then I'm following Tyson Fury, yeah, hey, Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, 9gag, and that's it. Andrew Schultz as well, but I recently started following him because he's so, like I said, looking how uh, other people who are really good at their craft, looking at them and just getting inspiration, getting ideas. I'm very open about that. Like, I don't claim to be the most creative or original guy on the planet. I'm definitely not, but I definitely see how other people do stuff, and I was like, okay, I see I can take that and I can, put my twist on it and improve and maybe combine from a few different people. So Andrew Schultz, if you never heard of him, like I think he's really funny, but he's not for everybody. Like, his style of comedy, and I watch all type of comedy, mate. Honestly, I watch all type of comedy. He is so fucking good at marketing, promotion. Because he got rejected from the big companies like Netflix, and uh for a special he applied a few times, but they said no, nobody's gonna watch it, popular enough, stuff like that. And he just smashing it on his own. He's so independent, and I think soon, next, I think in April, he's gonna do a special. So I'm really looking forward to that. A special with the network, because he has a few specials, I think, on YouTube. And he's changing the game, mate. Honestly, I'm so. Have you, like, I don't know him, but and I'll probably never meet him, but I'm so proud of him in the way that he did it his way. I'm really fascinated with people who give a middle finger to like the establishment in a way, and they say, what, I believe in myself. I think I have the skills and the potential, and I'm gonna do it my way. And this is what he did, because nobody wanted him, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna create this marketing machine, and I'm gonna put everything on YouTube. And now he's selling out theaters and doing a world tour, which is outstanding. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy. I'm just proud of him. He's a badass. And I don't know, he's not been doing it for that long. He's very young. I think he's like 30 something. So I don't think he's been doing it more than 10 years. I'm not sure. Anyway, so my favorite Instagram account of all time, check it, but after, you know the rule, bro. If, hey, listen here, mate. If you leave this podcast midway to go and check something else, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, and there's gonna be some consequences, man. I'm gonna give you some hugs and a pat on the back, and I'll be like, "How you doing, man? You wanna buy me? You wanna buy? I can buy you a coffee or something." Because I'm a sweet boy. I'm not a violent guy. So it's called Miserable Man. Okay, so it's miserable. How's it called that? The lower dash, whatever the fuck, lower dash man. Okay, let's click on it. Oh, they have, wow, 350k followers. Fucking hell. Oh, they're doing good, man. They're doing good. They have 1,451 posts by the time I'm recording this. So let's see, what does this say? Men that went shopping. It's a global epidemic. It's a global epidemic. And they have the email miserablemenpics@gmail.com. So the whole idea is people can submit pictures of men who went shopping with their missus. So good, man. It's so original, you know what I mean? And they're just waiting for their missus. And they're absolutely miserable. And this is probably one of the first accounts I ever subscribed to, followed. You know what I mean? It's outstanding, mate. Honestly, I love it so much. So let's just click on a few pictures. I always talk about this podcast. I even talk about this when I'm on a first date. That's how fucking, like, I'm really obsessed. I have an obsessive personality. You know what I mean? So if I really, really like something, I live in a world where I think that everybody likes it. You know, like pro wrestling or like even this account. And I'll talk to people who have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll go on a first date and I'll be like, "Oh my god, did you check the latest post from Miserable Man on Instagram?" And the girl was like, "Excuse me, sorry, what?" And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, we're talking about cats or whatever the fuck, you know, something stupid. I fall asleep on first dates most of the time usually, and same goes for the girls. To be honest, I'm not, I'm a bit crazy, and you know what I mean? It's like so fucking weird, mate. I talk about shit like same stuff with here. I'm fascinated with this, so. Oh my god, so there's a picture here on so they have escalators on the left and the right side, and in the middle is the stairs, and on those stairs, let me see how many guys. Let me zoom in. One, two, three, four. Oh my, hold on. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh my god, eight guys, and they're all standing to the left side, and they all kind of leaning their face and shoulders to the wall of the escalator. They all look so fucking miserable, mate. Oh my god. Fallen brothers and soldiers. Oh, it's so funny, dude. Oh my god. Have you ever been shopping with a woman? Oh, it's so fucking miserable, isn't it? Look, I'm not saying that, like, look, I think women are outstanding, you know. Women are fucking awesome. Thank God that there's women. Can you imagine if it was all men? Oh my God, they'll be wars all the time. You know what I mean? Like, but but just shopping with women is a nightmare. Honestly, like, sorry, ladies. I know this is the time where you kick the you fucking smash the dislike button of this video. But honestly, mate, like, oh, it's so fucking bad. Okay, so there's a picture of this older Asian gentleman. You know what the thing is? I really like. Oh my god! You know what the thing is though? Sometimes, because you know, sometimes I like stuff like that because it kind of brings us together. You know what I mean? I'm looking at all the pictures now. I'm getting distracted. It kind of brings us together because this account is like worldwide, and people from all over the world submit pictures, and you can see that sometimes I don't know, because I believe that people are usually like, yeah, there is, you know, different cultures obviously, but I think we're all the same at the end of the day. We kind of all want the same stuff. And when you see these pictures, you have pictures from the Middle East, you know, here you have pictures in this account from the Middle East, from America, South America, Europe, like all Africa, all over the place, you know, from shopping malls. And you can see the man, they're all, and when you see them, they're all half asleep or just so bored or miserable on their phone and just laying over a couch or whatever. Like, oh man, I can't take this shit no more, man. Just please finish with this goddamn shopping. Okay, listen, I need to buy some more shoes. Okay, look, Jordan, look at these, man. Oh, there's a discount on high heels. Oh, baby, come on. You have 74 pairs of high heels at home. What are you talking about? I want to just go home. Go on. No, look. There's 7% off these slippers. Okay. Even though at home I have 47 pairs of slippers. Okay. I want to have these ones because there's different color. Yeah. Also, what the fuck, man? Why do women? Oh Jesus, man! This podcast is turning to a very sexist rant now. But honestly, like, why do women buy one? Like, they'll buy a shirt or they'll buy like a polo or whatever, like a sweater, and but they'll buy the same design and a few different colors. I've never understood that. Honestly, like, I've seen that because look, I grew up. Now you might call me like, oh, Mike, why you being such a sexist piece of shit? I really enjoyed the first few episodes, and I become a fan, and I was like, oh my god, he's a sweet boy. And now you're becoming a villain, okay? And you're gonna talk all that shit about women. Don't you have a mama? She didn't raise you right. Don't you have a grandmama? Okay. The thing is, I grew up in a house predominantly with women. Honestly, in my family, we have a lot of women. And in my house, we 5 people with my mom, my aunt, and my grandmother. And bro, I look, these are like, I'm talking from experience. I'm not just giving you theories. When they come home from shopping, by the way, I've did the mistake. Oh my god, I did. Have you been shopping with four women? Because I had. I think I was 40. Oh mate, listen, I was 14. I know, listen, mate, I was supposed to talk about strip clubs. I promised you I'm gonna talk about strip clubs and do a strip club reviews like I did the previous episode, I promised you. But I don't, man, I have too much shit to talk about when it comes to fashion. Fashion! Sorry, mate. I'm gonna probably talk about strip clubs next episode. Oh, I'm such a tease. I'm such a little tease. I'm a naughty boy and I'm a tease. Okay? Giggly. So, oh my god, I think I was 14 or 15. I have no idea how they tricked me. Honestly, I have no bloody idea. My aunt said, "Oh, because my family pretty awesome, and I like to spend time with them, but in the right circumstances. You know what I mean?" And one of the good thing is when you come from. I mean, there's some bad things when you come from a big family, but one of the good thing is like there's always people around, and you can always hang out with somebody, and you can go and have coffee with them and that type of stuff. And just fun when you come from a big family. And I get along with my family pretty well. So it's always been fun, but I have no idea how they tricked me, mate. Honestly, like my aunt said, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna go to town and we're gonna have coffee." I think it was during the summer as well, and summer is very hot in Bulgaria, and we can buy you ice cream. And I was like, "Oh my god, I love ice cream. What flavor ice cream you gonna buy me?" And she was like, "We can buy you all the flavors of the ice cream if you want." Like, oh my god, I love all the flavors of the ice cream. Can I have pineapple ice cream? Can I have watermelon ice cream? And my aunt was like, no, because they're too expensive. And I was like, ah, shit, but we can have vanilla and chocolate. And I was like, oh, I love me chocolate ice cream. I love me vanilla ice cream. Can I have that little mix of vanilla and chocolate ice cream? And she was like, yeah, you can have the mix. It's good, it's cheap. And vanilla and ice cream and chocolate ice cream cheap. And I went there and I can have some hazelnut in my ice cream. She's like, no, it's too expensive. We're broke and we're poor, remember? And I was like, yeah, sorry, I forgot we're broke. Anyway, somehow they convinced me. Honestly, I don't know how. Hold on. Oh, talking about ice cream getting me fucking excited now, honestly. Oh, I love some ice cream. I love ice cream so much. But I'm on this fucking diet. Oh, I've been on a diet for fucking ages, man. It's so boring. I'm on a regiment of eating. The thing is, I cannot gain weight. I've been 60 kilos for like 11 years now. I think physically it's impossible for me to gain weight. I'm not joking. My metabolism is freakish. I'm not bragging. I'm actually sad. I wanna be like 70 kilos, but I can't. Anyway, I wanna be a chunky monkey. Honestly, I wanna be a chunky monkey. This is one of my dreams, you see, to become a little chunky monkey. So I can stuff my little face with ice cream, donuts, and everything I want. Because right now I'm eating as much as I can, but it just goes out the other door, out the back door, you know? And I'm still 60 kilos and I don't like it. I want to be a big boy. I want to be a chunky monkey. I want to be like 75 kilos and go out there and wiggle my titties. I want to have man boobs or moobs, but I don't. I'm a flat chested boy, and that makes me very insecure in my presence and self. I don't have no D cups. I have a minus B cup. No, but what the fuck was I talking about, bro? Jesus. Oh yeah, and man, let me. I need to unzip. Did you hear that? That's me unzipping my hoodie. I'm getting hot now. I'm so sexy though. I'm a fucking sexy boy. And I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? And somehow they convinced me. I think it was with probably the ice cream. They bribed me, and I was like, yeah, I was little naive 14-year-old Mikey boy, you know what I mean? Oh my god, I used to be short, so short, mate. When I'm not joking, I used to be 145 centimeters when I was 14 years old, which is I I don't know, 4 foot 11. No, so my mom is 150 centimeters, and I think she's 5 feet, 5 foot one. Nah, that's 4'11 probably. Yeah, I think. Can you imagine, mate? I was 14 years old, seventh grade, and the seventh grade I was 4 foot 11. honestly. And now I'm 5'5". Thank fucking God. Can you imagine if I remained 5 feet? Oh Jesus! No amount of jokes, mate. No amount of jokes can get you fucking anywhere, honestly. Because look, now 5'5". I'm a short, yeah, I'm a short guy, but I recently bought these big boy okay, this episode is gonna be all about fashion. Obviously, fuck it, it's the fashion episode. And this, I'm gonna go back to the story in a bit, but I bought this like big boy shoes on, and very proud boy. I bought these big boy shoes on, and now I'm a very prestigious 5'6", maybe even 5'7" if it's a good day, and I feel very good now. And they actually make me tall, mate. Honestly, they're like these boots. I think they're like platform shoes or something. No, honestly, I'm not joking. Next time you see me, if I'm wearing them, you'll be like, Mike, are you taller? And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro, it's from the shoes. I bought, and they were on sale. I bought them from River Island. They used to be 65 quid, but I got them for 30, and I'm really excited now. I cannot wait. Oh my god, and I'm gonna lie to women like crazy. If I go back on Tinder one day, which I don't know if it's gonna be anytime soon, because I stopped dating since I started comedy, because I just want to focus on comedy, writing books, and now the podcast, because my schedule is busy. So I haven't dated. I haven't even been on a date for like 6 months or something, and it's actually worked out very good for me. But if I ever go back on the dating sites, I wouldn't. Oh, bro, I'm gonna. So when I go to a date, I go with the platform shoes, and I'll put like these inserts. Like just the regular shoe insert, but I'm gonna buy a few, so I'm gonna stack them, because it's a boot, so there's like space and stuff. So I'll be even taller. I'll be like, the boots at least give me inch and a half probably, and the insert inch, I'll be like 3 inches taller. Because if I show up with my friends being like 5'8" or 5'9" or whatever, they'll be like, hold on, what the fuck, you know what I mean? Because they saw me the last day and I was like 5'4" with flats on, you know what I mean? But if I go on a date, for the girl has no idea how tall I am. She'll be like, oh my god, 5'9", he's so sexy. Because look, the thing is, if you just see me, I'm like, I'm short, I'm average looking. But with personality and sense of humor, I can kind of push it. But if I'm like 5'9", 5'9", it's okay. You know what I mean? That's like, how much is the average? I think for the UK, for a guy, I think it's 5'10" or something, or 5'8". No, not 5'8", it's too short. I think it's 5'9" or 10, the average. So if you're 5'9", if I show up with the shoes, you'll be like, that's okay, that's around average. He's really funny, has a nice personality, he's a sweet boy. Okay, I'm gonna throw him some pussy. You know what I mean? He'll be happy. But if you know what I mean, I'm so excited, mate. Honestly, I cannot wait to fucking lie to these women about my height. So anyway, so they lured me in with the ice cream, and I'm a little boy, bro. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Uh, and we went, and I thought it's gonna be only with my aunt. My aunt, she's like 12 years. Like, yeah, my family's kind of weird. Like, I have a sister. She is like 20 years younger than me. My aunt, she's like 12 years older than me. My mom is 20 years older than me. So it's very weird. So my aunt, I've always felt like she was like a big sister to me, because we grew up, like in the same house together. We lived together for about 12 years. So, in the house, we all lived together for about 12 years. So, I've always seen her like my big sister, and I've never called her aunt. Her name is Marina. So, I've never called her aunt, whatever, Aunt Marina. I've always called her by her name, like you're gonna talk to your brother, you know what I mean, or sister. So, and I really like to spend time with her. She's really fun, and oh my god, she used to love Michael Jackson. So, oh dude, Shimone. I know it's kind of controversial now after those documentaries, and I'm not gonna talk about that, because that's a different topic. I'm just gonna talk about her obsession with Michael Jackson when she was younger. So we moved. My parents, they got divorced when I was 7. It's everybody knows that. It's not a secret. I'm very open about some parts of my life, and we moved, to my grandma's place. So it was my grandparents, my aunt, me, and my mom when I was 7 or 8 or whatever. And we lived there until I was like 20 or something. And then I lived with my mom for 1 year, and then I moved to the UK. And my so when I was 8, she was 20. Oh, yeah. So when we moved, when I was like 8, 10 or whatever, yeah, she was around 20, 21, 22. She was obsessed, mate, with Michael Jackson. I'm not joking. Oh, she will laugh so much if she ever hears this podcast. But she was obsessed, and there used to be these fucking Michael Jackson huge posters everywhere around the house, mate. I'm not joking. I grew up watching, and yeah, if you want to know how old school, Black Michael Jackson. That's how fucking old school we're talking about. We're talking about Thriller. We're talking about Bad, and even before that, that there was no Michael Jackson. I think towards the end there was one white Michael Jackson poster, but it was that poster where he has the white suit with the fedora, the moonwalking or whatever. But the fedora is all over his, so you cannot even see his face that much. That type of poster. It's a really good looking poster though. We used to have a poster of Bad. She used to have all the tapes, mate, like classic, Thriller, Bad, whatever the fuck, all of them, mate. Probably she had a vinyl as well, because my grandmother used to have a vinyl, player, whatever the hell that is, cassettes, then discs, everything, mate. These huge fucking posters in the bedroom, and it was so funny though. And Michael Jackson, he had a concert in Romania, I think in the early 90s, and she was so gutted because she couldn't go, and she was so disappointed because he did Hungary, Czech Republic, well, Czechoslovakia. No, this is after, yeah, communist fell. So Czech Republic and Hungary, Romania, and I think Poland as well. But he didn't came to Bulgaria, and she was so gutted. She couldn't see him. And eventually as she grew up, she got out of it. But Michael Jackson. I grew up listening to Michael Jackson in the background, mate. Honestly, Shimon. I was thinking, because I sometimes, mate, when I'm just doing some chores around the house or cooking or whatever, and or waiting for the microwave, out of nowhere I'll just go, Shimon. It's just fun, you know what I mean? And I was thinking to do that on stage sometimes. When I do a joke, they laugh, and when the laughter goes down, and then you prepare for the next joke, and I was thinking just out of nowhere to be like, but after the documentary and the controversy, I don't really want to do that. But yeah, she was obsessed with it, and I love to spend time with her. She's so much fun. So we go on this thing, and she was like, and I was like, who's coming? I'm just like a little kid. Who's coming to the go? We go for ice cream now, yes? And she was like, yeah, we go for ice cream. And we go for the ice cream. So we go to town, and all of a sudden my mom pops out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, where is this going? Because I didn't know that my mom was gonna come. And they're like, hey, what you doing? I think she just finished work or whatever. And I was like, okay. But I still haven't had my ice cream. I still haven't had my ice cream, so I have a reason to stay. But I'm 14, you know what I mean? And I'm like a tiny kid. I think, yeah, I travel with the bus by myself, obviously. And, I used to play basketball, train basketball. Oh, that's a story. I have a lot of basketball stories. But I used to travel, and I was like, but I couldn't travel and go back. And I was like, okay, I'm still standing there. And all of a sudden, my aunt and my cousin popped. And I was like, hold on, what's happening here? And they popped out of nowhere, and they go, oh my God, how you doing? They're all hugging and kissing. Oh my God, how you doing, little Mike? Are you okay? And I was like, hold on, what's happening here? So it's me and 4 women. This doesn't look good, you know what I mean? And I'm like starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together, and I'm like, you know what, mate, this doesn't look good, because sun's out. I think it's during the summer, right? Sun's out. They all finish work or whatever. Maybe it's the weekend. They all look super happy to see each other. They don't stop talking. They're like, blah, 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 And I'm like, okay. And they have a bit of money as well. Because, even though we were broke, they always put money aside. My aunt always used to come, I'm not joking, every week with a new piece of clothing or some new shoes. No, she actually, she didn't have that much money. But, my other aunt, because I have 2 aunts. My other aunt, she had some money though. She's rolling in the dosh. She's rolling in the dosh, mate, honestly. And they have some money, their family. So she always used to come and buy some stuff. And I was like, okay. And I was like, but where's my ice cream? I came here for some ice cream. Where is my ice cream? I don't want to be here. And they were like, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go. We're just going to look. That's what they always say. Listen to me. If there's any fallen soldiers out here, some gentlemen listening to this, if the it'll be funny if there's couples listening to this right now, and the guy's like, yeah, he's just shaking his head and he's like, yeah, mate. They always say that. We're just gonna look. Listen, Richard. We're gonna go around. Listen, I'm not gonna go where is the sale, okay? We're just gonna walk around. We're just gonna have a little look, okay? You're gonna be by my side. No worry, it's okay. I'm a good girl now. Don't be scared. It's legal for men to come to these shops. Don't worry, Richard. It's gonna be fine. You wanna touch my booty? Here you go, touch my. No, but the thing is, why is it always sexual with me? God damn it. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck, man? Isn't that true though, guys? They always say, like the girlfriends, they always say, we're just gonna have a little look. Don't worry about it, love. Just gonna have a little fucking look. Okay, we're gonna walk around. We're gonna see what they have, if they have any fucking sale. Because you know me, love. I fucking love me a sale. I love to save some fucking money on these shoes. Look at these fucking high heels. Oh, aren't they fucking brilliant, love? Come here, give me a fucking kiss. Hey, you beautiful bastard. No, and this is how Scouse women talk. No, I'm joking. I love Scouse women. I love the Scousers. Liverpool is an amazing city, by the way. I've been here almost 6, 7, 8 years now. I lost time. Just passes me by as I'm becoming an old geezer. They always say we're just gonna have a look, and it's never a fucking look, is there? I mean, fucking hell, mate, it pisses me off. And when I used to go, yeah, I've been a couple of times with girls shopping, and it's a fucking nightmare. And so we're going in. We're going to the first shop, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't like this. I'm like, I don't want to be here. But I still haven't had my ice cream, and I really like ice cream. And I'm 14. I'm willing to sacrifice almost everything for some ice cream. I'm 14, mate. Like, what the fuck do I know about shit? 7th grade, 4'11", just. People, when they say, oh, my first girl. Oh my god, dude. Some people, like my age and stuff, when I talk to people, and they're like, oh yeah, yeah. I had my 4th girlfriend when I was in the 7th grade, and I was like, yeah, mate, I was 4'11". There's not, like, no chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, 0 chances. I think, when did I have my girlfriend? I think it was way later. Definitely way later, mate. I mean, like, no chance. 4'11", doesn't matter how funny you are, mate. Honestly, like, if you're 4'11", you're fucked. Hold on, it's getting so fucking hot. Hold on. Oh, getting hot, man. It's getting hot in this room, bro. Fucking hell, I think I forgot the heat on. Okay, so we're getting there, right? I'm going to the shop, and 4 women, right? And the shop after shop after shop. Oh my god, dude, it's a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. We probably 4 hours or something. I'm not joking. I don't even remember if I got ice cream. That was the worst part. I didn't even got the ice cream. I was so fucking pissed. I was like, fucking hell. And yeah, they bought a bunch of shit though. Honestly, like, they bought so much stuff. And oh my god, I remember one time I was like, I think this was like a year and a half ago. This girl dragged me to a store, right? We're just about to look like same shit, and I'm an idiot, mate. When you like, you know what I mean? Like, especially at the beginning, you wanna impress a girl. And no, this was end of 2018. Yeah, end of 2018. And it's like, you wanna impress, you know what I mean? When you like somebody, and you're like, you put up with all type of shit. Honestly, like, let's be honest, us as guys, like, especially at the beginning, you put with all type of shit, okay? And she was cute. What can I say, man? Hey, sorry. And we went to all these stupid stores, mate. Honestly, we were just about to have a look, and I was like, what I do now, because I'm older and I don't care. When I was younger, when I was like 15, 16, I used to really care what girls think about me, and not to say the wrong thing and stuff. But now I'm a savage, mate. I don't give a fuck. I'm 30, so I say outlandish shit all the time. And I walked in and I was like, okay, so this is what we do. You go, you have a look at your stuff, take your time. You see, on the other corner was the male section, and I was like, I'll be there with some music on, okay? You take your time, don't worry about it. Everything looks great on you, don't worry. You don't look fat in any dresses. She was a bit chunky though, let's be honest. I mean, I don't say, I'm not saying that in a mean way. I love big girls. I do not like skinny women. Like, this is everybody who knows me knows this about me. I love really big women. You know what I mean? This is what I like. I don't like skinny women. I like curvy big women. That's it. And she was a bit chunky, a little bit. She was not fat, but she had some curves on her. Okay, and she'll probably look big in any dress. No, I'm joking. She was a nice girl. Anyway, so we're going there, mate. And I was like, fucking hell. And after a few minutes, after maybe like 10 minutes, I hear somebody screaming my name. And I don't, but I'm just listening to the music, but I have no idea. But I just, in the background, you feel like something, my spidey sense are tinkling, like trouble is coming. And a few minutes later, she storms in and she grabs me, by the arm and turns me around. And she starts like being angry at me. And I'm blasting some 90s hip hop music or whatever. And I just turned the music off and I was like, you okay? And she was like, why you not like where you going? Where you going? And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, come on, shop with me. And I was like, what do you mean? You have to be next to me when I'm shopping. And I was like, what? And I just started laughing. She got really angry though, honestly. Like, and I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, yeah, like, I don't like to be alone when I'm shopping, blah blah blah. The thing is, I love to be alone. I love to be alone when I'm shopping. I cannot shop with other people because for me shopping is a chore. I love clothing, but I hate shopping. It's a chore for me. And she was like, you have to be with me when I'm shopping. And I was like, what the fuck? And I just started laughing. She got really mad. And then and I was like, because I fucking hate that, you know what I mean? And just so stupid, mate. Because the thing is, for me, I always go after the joke, and I just want to have fun, man. I don't. When I'm out in public, because life is so fucking dull and boring, I just want to make jokes and I just want to have fun. That's it. You know what I mean? And so she drags me with her, and she starts looking at these outlandish shoes, mate. Like the so fucking stupid. These shoes, mate. Honestly, look, who the fuck designs like platform shoes covered in glitter? Who the and like little embroideries of like flowers and roses, or the world, or like words. They put words to the side like in pink glitter or sequence or whatever, like awesome, or oh fuck, man, no. Oh man, if they put fabulous on the side, I'll buy that shoes. Fabulous, some stupid shit like that, and the shoes look preposterous. And she was like, and I just burst. I started laughing. You know what I mean? And I'm completely ruining whatever the fuck, if I have any potential with this girl. I'm completely blowing it. You know what I mean? And I really liked her. But I was like, hey, mate, what can you fucking do? And hey, a joke is a joke. I need to go for the joke. I'm a comedian, mate. That's just instinct. You know what I'm saying? And when you see those documentaries, when you see like a lion or a tiger, look at the little gazelle and drinking water, and he just all of a sudden, like, you know what I mean, he just starts hiding, wait for her, just close, stepping, then bam, just comes out of nowhere and starts chasing it and catches it and eating it. That's me, mate. There I just compare myself to a lion and a tiger. You goddamn right I did, because I'm a I'm a gangster. But you know what I mean? It's just the instinct, bro. I'm like a tiger out there. Meow, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm completely blowing it, but I'm just stop bursting laughing because she picked the shoes that I think she genuinely liked, and I just laughed at those shoes. I was just laughing at the shoes. My face was like 2 feet away from the shoes, just laughing at them. If that was a person, it just fucking look at you. And I was just laughing at the shoes, and she was like, what? And I was like, just don't look at these fucking ugly shoes. Are you kidding? Who the fuck? And I'm just starting ranting how bad these shoes are. I'm just insulting everything, from the little kid that created them in the sweatshop, to the owner of the sweatshop, to the people who transported them to the UK, to the people who got them from the van to the shop, to the person who put them on the stand there. I'm insulting everybody, mate, because these shoes were outrageous, preposterous, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just pissing myself laughing, mate. And she was like, I actually like these shoes, and I actually thought of buying them. and she put them down, and she was like, yeah, and she just gave me like a really mean look, and I'm not stopping laughing. I'm like, I'm holding my stomach, mate, because like this is like a comedy skit at this point for me. For her, she's embarrassed because there are other people around. I don't know if they're paying attention. I hope they're not paying attention. She's embarrassed. She's like, maybe some of the people know her because this is a shop that she goes often. I am howling, laughing, mate. I'm holding my stomach. I'm crying. Well, I wasn't crying, but it's funnier that way. I'm crying, laughing. You know what I mean? She gets really upset, like genuinely, and she kind of storms off to the other part where they have more shoes. And I was like, oh, don't look at these ugly motherfuckers. Because the other shoes were even worse. The shoes were so bad. The shoes were so bad, mate. They were all like purple and pink and burgundy, and like they had all these fucking ugly shit on them, and like these weird high heels and these fucking moon landing shoes or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like outrageous. And I'm like, yeah, don't. These shoes are even worse. And I'm like howling, laughing even more. And she was like, yeah, if you want to go outside and wait for me, or if you want to go back to your mail section, it's okay. And this is the cue this is the sign where you usually have to be like, yeah, I should leave now. What I did, I was like, no, I'm enjoying this shit. Come on, I want to shop with you now. And I went next to her. She was so fucking annoyed, mate. And I just keep roasting and roasting and roasting these fucking ugly shoes. And you know what? I had the time of my life. Honestly, I do. Even though I completely blew it with a girl that I really, really liked. What can you do, man? And I haven't spoke to her for maybe 1 year now. For some apparent reason, whenever I text her, she doesn't give me much, you know? I don't know why. I don't know why. I was just a good boy, you know? I don't know, man. Stuff like that happens, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's fucking weird, isn't it? What can you do? And yeah, and we went to a few other shops, and yeah, she did not enjoy her time. Let's just put it that way. I do stupid shit like that, man, because I just can't. Oh, I just can't help it, man. I just can't help. It's just in me. You know what I mean? I'm always like that. I've done so many stupid shit, especially in front of people you just met or people you like, and I just can't help it, man. I'm just an idiot. But then I feel bad in a way because I'm like, I fucking blew it. But after a few weeks, you're like, it's a funny story. Who gives a shit? And that's a true story. I wish it wasn't, with this girl in the shop. I wish it was not a true story, but it is, and I blew it. But who gives a fuck? So when I was 14, to finish the story, right? Oh, did I finish the ice cream story? Yeah. Did I got the ice cream? I don't remember, but I never again. And I think after a few weeks, my aunt, she was like, oh, you know what? You want to get some ice cream? And I was like, hell no, bitch. I didn't call her a bitch. Obviously, I love her, so I'll never say stuff like that. But you know what I mean? I was like, no, there's no way I'm going shopping with you guys again. And I've never did. I've never went shopping with them again. But my cousin, when she was in the UK, I think we needed to go shopping. I think few times she tricked me. It was not fun. Oh, mate, let me tell you, because this episode is, it's all fashion oriented. I'm telling you all my fashion stories. But so my little cousin, when she came to the UK, she came in February 2018, I think. Yes, 2018 February. She came for the first time. She's never been to the UK. She loved it, and like, because she's an arts major, uh, and she's so talented, mate. Honestly, she's a kid. You know what I mean? She's how old is she? Like, by now she'd be like 17 or 18 or something. She's a kid, but she's so talented, and she's an arts major, painting and stuff. And we went to and she loves photography as well, and painting. She actually knows what's happening. When she look at a painting, she can analyze the painting. She looks at it, and she can tell you what type of tools were used, and what type of, like, what was going through the artist's head, and why did he or she drew it that way, and what is he trying to express. And she knows the history of art, everything. She's so fucking smart. I can barely believe that she's related to me. I'm not joking, mate. Like, if she's next to me, like, when we speak, you cannot get, like, even my other cousin as well. I don't know why, but That's kind of interesting. Like the female members of my family are really, really smart, and the males we're a bit stupid. Let's be fucking honest. I'm not joking. Like it's kind of like that Simpson episode. You know that Simpson episode where they found out Lisa was she couldn't believe that she is related to Homer because he's so stupid, and Bart as well, and Grandpa as well. Grandpa Ape, or whatever the fuck. And then they found out that all the males, because she was checking out her relatives, that all the males of mentally, hold on, was that mentally challenged? It's 2020, baby. Okay, mentally challenged, and then she found out that all the female members are are really, really smart. And kind of my family is kind of that way now when I think about it. Yeah, my little cousin, yeah, he's a bit crazy. He's like 7 or something. um my father, my uncle, me, yeah, we're a bit out there. Very funny people, not the smartest people in the let's be honest. Okay, we're not the smartest. My father, he's smart though, but still, like compared to the women, like my little sister, my cousins, my aunts, they're all like qualified professionals. And well, not my little sister, she's like 10, but you know what I mean. Um, but they're all really, really smart, and you can barely. If she's next to me, you'll be like, "There's no way that you're related to that person because she's so smart, mate." Honestly, it's scary. So when we went to all the stores, all the sorry, when we went to all the so we went to a lot of galleries, a lot of museums, a lot of landmarks, all that type of stuff, and she loved it. But the things that she was most impressed with was Primark. Oh my god, mate, she fucking loved Primark. And we went, oh my god, because we went to Chester as well. Chester is like a town nearby, which is like heritage site town, has a lot of things and very touristy. So when we went there, we even went to Primark there. I don't even know why Primark is the same everywhere. Oh my god! And I needed to shop with her because she's a bit shy, you know what I mean? And you know, she's young and in a different country. I don't want to leave her alone to be like, yeah, okay, do your stuff. I'll be in the basement looking at fucking socks or whatever, shoes. And I was with her, but oh my god! And Primark, I'm not exaggerating, I think we stayed 3 hours easily, and she was so overwhelmed because clothing is not that cheap in Bulgaria. At least when I left, I don't know now, but Primark is so cheap, and she was genuinely overwhelmed, and it's so big, and it's like 4 floors of female clothing or something. And she bought so much stuff. She was buzzing with energy, and her parents were asking her, like, because they were calling her, like maybe like. Maybe once every 3 days or something on Skype to call, just to check on her. And she was like, "Oh, how were the museums? Did you take pictures of this? I know they have a lot of heritage sites and like churches and statues and architecture and all that stuff." And she was like, "Mom, fuck that shit. Primark. I bought a scarf for £1." She was off the moon, mate. You know what I'm saying? But it was fun though. It was fun overall. It was really, really fun. And I think that's about it about the fashion episode. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna name this something to do with fashion: fur coats, shopping with women, and being a fashionista. Something stupid like that, you know. This is gonna be the fashion episode. Yeah. You know what the thing is? The episode was supposed to be about strippers, and it's about. I was supposed to read strip club reviews. I didn't read strip club reviews, as you've noticed, but I don't want to make any promises. I don't want to be like, I'm gonna do it the next episode because I have no idea what I'm gonna do in the next episode. Anyway, I hope you're having a great week, mate, and speak to you next week. And fucking smash it, mate. Okay, buy some new clothes. Go out there, zhuzh it up a little bit. Okay, I fucking love that word. Zhuzh it up a little bit. If you're a girl, buy some fur coats, buy some shoes. Hey, bitch, what's up? Buy Z-snap on these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a guy, buy some skinny jeans, okay, but don't buy them with those rips, okay. Don't buy that rips. Buy some skinny jeans. Get a sock. Get a sock. Put it in your crotch, okay. I'm not joking, man. Put it in your crotch so they fucking know that you're packing some heat, okay. If you're a stand-up comedian or whatever, if you're on stage, put a sock between your legs, so these motherfuckers know that you're not playing any games. Okay, because if they see you and if you're carrying a big package and you have confidence, you're gangster, man. That's it. It's all about the confidence, mate. It doesn't matter how funny. It's all about in life. Just have confidence, but don't be cocky, okay? Because nobody likes cocky motherfuckers. Buy some scarves for £1 and fucking be gangster, man. Have a nice week. I'll speak to you next week, okay? And now enjoy the outro music. This was the Mike Yanek show. It's an improvised song, so every time it's gonna be different. Speak to you next week. Bye.